Okay, so it says... So according to Bulbapedia, however you want to, if you want to call it like the most reliable thing, I find that Cerebi is good for in the moment kind of thing, like if it's a new game. And then Bulbapedia is good if you want to learn more about the history of the move kind of thing, because I don't think Cerebi keeps track of that, or if you want to learn more about the move kind of thing, right? Because Cerebi keeps all like the battle data, right? But it doesn't keep like, oh, it doesn't explain like, oh yeah, in Generation 2 it did this, right? Like it doesn't give you trivia. Bulbapedia does. But anyway, according to this, from Generations 1 to 4, as well as in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, because it uses the same sort of thing, because it's based off of Gen 4, using Teleport outside of battle warps the player to the last Pokemon Center visited. Starting Generation 4, the player's house is also treated as a Pokemon Center for this purpose. But in Generation 1, the player must heal their Pokemon encounter for it to count as a visit. In subsequent generations, the player only needs to enter the location. So... I want to try it. I want to see if this is correct. There was a time in which I did find an error with Cerebi, so I want to see if this might be another error. But I don't know. Because I find it very difficult to believe that there are some speedrunners that can literally go... like, there are some people on YouTube, I think, that have actually gone through the entire game without needing to heal and be able to skip all the way to Petalburg City kind of thing. And I find that very difficult to believe. Like, you'd have to either know your team very well, and even then, you'd have to know like how good your Pokemon are to be able to take down everything in one shot, so that you don't waste the power points, right? And to me, that doesn't feel right. Okay, I'm speeding it up. I understand, 75% in the Pokemon I'm trying to find is a 5, but come on, man. Okay, I'm gonna leave and then re-enter. Maybe it needs to be ashed. I don't know. But I feel like the wiki would have told me that. Oh, no. There we go. So I originally thought that this Pokemon came in Generation 3. Okay. But Skarmory is actually a Generation 2 Pokemon. I didn't know that. I honestly didn't know that. Because I've never seen it in the Gen 2 games. That's why I thought it was a Generation 3 Pokemon. But if I go look at its wiki page, Skarmory is a dual-type steel-flying type Pokemon introduced in Generation 2. It is not known to evolve into any other Pokemon. But you want to know where it's located? And this is probably why I never actually found it. In Pokemon Gold, you can only get it through a trade or an event. But for Pokemon Silver, you can find it in Route 45. Now, if you want to know where Route 45 is, I'll find out. I think that's like above Little Root, and like it's between Little Root and Blackthorn City. Yeah, it's that route. I don't know if there's a specific grass though. No, it doesn't matter. Okay. I don't know if there was a huge like playground talk kind of thing, so it's I know it's dumb. I know it's dumb. Like I should learn better from it. Like I should really just get that out of my system. like all the playground talk that like different grasses have different encounter rates. But in my mind, it's so ingrained in there because I've always had to tap into that knowledge that's exactly what's like, it's stuck in there. Like in route, like technically for this game, like because I know better, I knew that I could find routes anywhere in the area. But if this was like playground talk kind of thing, like if I were to base all my knowledge on that, the grass where Wally finds the routes is where I would be grinding for the routes, is where I would have been. Because Wally found it, so obviously I could find it in the same patch of grass. Not the patch of grass that's at Oldale Town. No, no, no. And that's what I mean though, like... Let's gonna speed it up. Come on, buddy. Everything is just way too over-leveled or just way too strong. I mean, I could try Zergo's like pack. But Zergo was just too strong though for that. But again, like that was like the playground talk though, was like, oh hey, if you want to catch Skarmory, you gotta go to this one grass patch. Right? And it was also playground talk that Skarmory was only found in Generation 3, because Generation 2, it was very difficult to find. I'm guessing not a lot of people went with Pokemon Silver, despite the fact that between the Generation 2 legendaries, Lugia is my favorite. But yeah, I was a gold boy. But when I could get the remakes, I think I went with Soul Silver because Lugia. Because Lugia was my favorite of the between Ho and Lugia. It was Lugia, 100%. Also, due to the timeline of when this video is, well, being recorded, probably being uploaded too, will probably be like near the end of March or something like that, or in the middle of March, which is now being recorded in the beginning of March. I did watch the Pokemon Day thing, and it's not that I was making fun of it, it was more so I was making fun of myself. Where I saw the trailer, and I was seeing how their battle mechanics were working through the trailer, and I'm like, you know how many times I'm just gonna stand there and be like, why is the enemy hitting me all the time, but yet I can't hit them? Like, I'm gonna be like so confused that I can move while doing it. I'll switch to Balmor. Aha. Actually, I should use Supersonic. Because this will weaken it at the same time. Because if it hits itself in confusion, it'll just hit itself. Oh my word, seriously? Are you kidding me? Out of the 3 chances, it didn't even hit itself once in confusion. That's 5 times in a row! 5 times it didn't hit itself, and it hit me! Finally hits itself in confusion? That's 6 times it was confused. And it finally hit itself. But don't worry. When it's my turn to be confused, I'll hit myself every time. Unfair. Oh, this Skarmory is going to take all my Pokeballs. Let's go! Awesome. I'm a bird Pokemon, yeah. I just want this. Alright, let's find out more bird characters. Alright, so Magic the Gathering. We'll go with bird characters, because I don't remember if I actually grabbed any more. Bird. I want visual spoiler. No, get out of here. Ooh, a bird dinosaur. I mean, Skarmory does look pretty prehistoric. Does contain bird. No, I don't want it to contain bird. No, I want it to be a. Hold on. I want it to be a creature because obviously this is a very creature, and subtype will go with bird. Bird. Now search. Don't just search for bird. Search for creature birds. A visual spoiler. Let's see. Ah, very funny. There's a card called Blank Bird Gets the Worm. So we can name it Akim, the Soaring Wind, which is the bird dinosaur. See, this is where like a lot of the time goes towards whenever I'm trying to name something. And I apologize for this. I apologize for like the fact that this takes so long. The fact that my mouse is about to... is just being a jerk for no reason as well. It's making it very difficult to scroll down when it's scrolling up when I'm going down. Mouse, this isn't the time for you to take a hissy fit right now. We're trying to go down the list to find a cool name. Or at least just find a name. that kind of fits what we're looking for here. Why is there a bird cleric called Combat Professor? What? The bird cleric is a combat professor. That doesn't make any sense. Bird warrior makes sense. Or a bird fighter or something like that, but... Ooh, we could go with another wizard. I like that. We can go with another bird wizard. All our birds are going to be named after wizards. That looks like an owl. We'd go with a bird demon. That's pretty much what this is, because it just drained all my Pokeballs. We'll call it the bird demon one, if there's enough room. I'm honestly leaning more towards it. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything here. Ooh, the Wind Lord. That's pretty cool. I like that. I'm leaning towards that one now. The Dragon Speaker? Ooh, it's a bird monk. I don't think that makes sense. The Sky Warden. Ooh, that makes sense too. Okay, we got some good names here. I don't think anybody's going to be really angry at the fact that I'm having a real tough time with figuring out what to name Skarmory out of these 4 Magic the Gathering cards, because they all feel like they They fit in such a level. All right. Hang on. I'll load the software I use to actually look up these images. All right, there we go. All right. As soon as it boots up, there we go. So we have Derevi, Imperial, I don't know, Tactician. So it's a bird wizard who has the ability of flying. So it means it's like very little things can block it. They have to have either flying or reach. So when this card enters the battlefield, or whenever a creature you control deals combat damage to a player, you may tap or untap target permanent. Ooh, that's pretty good. So you can reuse a resource or prevent your opponent from using a resource. That's interesting. And you can pay for the commands. Okay, so it's a commander thing too. Huh. That's kind of weird. I don't know the